welcome back. My name is Amy, and today for our workout we're going to do a variety of intervals of both cardio sets alternating with a strength set. For strength today, I'm using some dumbbells here. You can use anything that you have at home that has a little bit of weight, maybe some cans from your pantry, or something that you can carry that has some weight added to it. I'm also going to show you some options on the bench here. This bench can be replaced with a couch or a stable chair or coffee table to create some modifications for some of our exercises. So that's all you need other than yourself. Let's get started right into our warm-up and get going. So let's start with the march. And then we'll start to add those shoulder rolls, just starting to get the body warmed up. Take those shoulders forward, roll them around. Let's take knees up to the center, driving your knees up, keeping your core nice and tight, and just adding some arms in here, swinging alternate arm forward. A few more like that. And we're going to change it just slightly. Tip your knee to the outside and reach down for your ankle. Still standing nice and tall, so you're bringing your heel up instead of your chest down. A few more here. 4, 3, 2. Let's take these to hamstring curls. So heel comes right up behind you, coming up towards your glute. Again, standing tall and stepping down firm into each foot each time you land. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then reach behind you for the opposite ankle. Remember to keep your chest lifted and draw into your core. Starting to feel a little warmer, getting ready for a little more movement. A few more. 4, 3, 2. Let's go back to those knees up. Knees come up, standing tall. 8, 6, 4. Reach down for the ankle, opposite ankle, chest stays tall. Knee just tips to the outside. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, hamstring curls. Here you go, heels up, chest up, core is strong. Our movements start getting a little bigger as your body's getting warmed up. 8, 6, 4, and reach behind, opposite ankle. 4 more. 3 on each side. 2. Let's take a step side to side. A little bend to the knee. Tip your hips back slightly. And then let's take 2 to each direction. 2 this way, 2 back. Again. Setting up and warming up for some movements to come a little later on when we get into our cardio interval. A couple more. Let's go back to just single steps. 8, 6, 4. Take this to a half jack. So you're standing tall and reaching your arms and your feet away from your body. 4, 3, 2. Okay, let's go back to those knees up one more time. Now you're getting nice and warm, getting ready for some options. Everything can be low impact, or maybe take these knees up a little quicker, add a little impact. Either one. There will be options for low impact throughout. But if you want a little extra, and you like that intensity of the impact, here's a great place to add some. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and hamstrings. Start with those singles. Just like before, you have the option to stay right here, or maybe you can take these up a little quicker, just like the knees. Option is for speed and impact. We've got 5 more seconds. 3, 2, keep Keep your feet out hip distance. Start to tip your hips back for a squat. Down and up. Down and up. Let's out of reach. Reach down, reach up. Chest stays long and tall. Core stays engaged through that entire movement. 8, 7, 6, 5, almost there. 3, 2, come back into a march. Good work. We're gonna start our intervals here. We've got 35 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, and we alternate 2 exercises for 2 rounds. Our first one we start with is a cardio set. Let's take a Heisman or a 1, 2, 3 knee. Starting low impact, 1, 2, 3 knee, 1, 2, 3 knee. Continuing back and forth. And the only thing that you add, if you want the impact, is a little speed. You can have a hop step in between. Nice soft feet. Really give some effort on that knee up, whichever option you're doing, at whatever pace. But push yourself, it's 35 seconds. And then we're gonna alternate this with a row. Good job. First cardio interval over. Grab your hand weights or whatever you're using for weight. Soft knees, and then hinge forward right from your hips. Chest up, elbows come back for that row. Core stays nice and tight. You can also grab a bag, a duffel bag or a backpack filled with some weight. I know my kids have all of their homework for at home, schooling right now. Lots of backpacks we could be using. Row back and extend. Keep your chest lifted and keep working through that full 35 seconds. Really squeezing your shoulder blades together at the back. Good job. Set that down. We have 1 more of each of those intervals. So Heisman, that 1, 2, 3 knee, step or run for the last time. 1, 2, 3 knee. Really exhale on that knee. Step or that little run. Really exaggerate that exhale so that you can super engage your core as you drive the knee up. Stay continuous for that full 35 seconds. Everything you've got. This is the last time we're here. Good job. Grab your hand weights. Get ready to start again with our row. Last set here. Soft knees, hips back. Draw your belly button back. So you're looking forward, trying to avoid looking down at your feet so that you can lengthen all the way through your spine, even in your neck. One long line. If it's more comfortable for you to take 1 foot back for this row, you certainly can do that. Row, release. Strong through the core for the full thing. Good job. Set that down. Grab a quick drink of water, as often as you like. And we start our next 2. So this time we start with jacks as our cardio. 35 seconds, and then we alternate with a triple crown. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So those are the impact jacks. We did these in the warm-up. You can stay here, or you can take it up to a full jack. Again, either option, the emphasis is on light feet, strong core. Really drive those feet away from your body. Keep going, keep going. Almost there. Any option. Finish strong. Good job. Grab your weights again, or whatever you're using instead. Triple crowns. We have a bicep, curl, a press, and a tricep all in one. So we're going to curl up, press up, take the hand weights behind you, up, and come all the way back down. All 3 movements continuous. When you do that tricep, ensure that your elbows are staying still and you're moving your hands behind your head, but the elbows stay steady. You always have the option of leaving that last piece out if that's not working for you with the weight that you've selected or that you have accessible for you. Good job. Set those down. Get ready to go back to jacks. Any option, low impact, high impact. Soft landings will help with any amount of impact to help those joints as you land. So will a strong, engaged core. Keep going. And keep pace with my breath. Almost there. Any option. Good job. Grab your hand weights again. Remember, picking everything up carefully with a strong core to protect that low back. And then getting ready for set 2. Curl to press, to tricep, and then come back down. Continuous movement. Really strong through your core. Get some good stability through your legs to help. Making sure that you're not arching your back, especially as you get the weights up above your head. Sometimes the tendency is to really over-arch your back. Just making sure that that's not happening. Even if you need to slow this movement down. There we go. Set the weights off to the side and get ready for our third set. Third set starts with ski, a tap, or fuller impact for our cardio. 3 seconds. So in that ski, reaching the opposite arm forward as you tap behind you is the low impact, or both feet. Again, just like with our jacks, you're really working at keeping nice soft landings. Keep pushing, 35 seconds. The intervals are fairly short, so give your max effort for those 35 seconds. Stay with it. Remember, you can modify or adapt partway through. Good work. Leg set for our strength. It's a squat to a lunge. No equipment needed, but you can hold the weights if you would like. It's a squat back, and then one leg moves back to a lunge. Squat, the other leg lunges behind. Squat to a lunge. Now your chest stays up and your core engaged throughout. And you're looking at keeping your knees behind your toes. Controlling that movement. You're welcome to slow it down a little more if that's what you need to keep that control. Almost there. Good job. Get ready for ski, a tap, or a little bit more impact on a full ski. You decide. Here we go. Here's that tap. Still with that long upper body, or the ski. Letting the heel come down on that ski so that you're not up on the balls of your feet the whole time. Stay strong through your core with whatever option for movement is going to challenge you but allow you to maintain that form. All right, here we go. One more set of squat to lunge. Here you go. Squat down, lunge back. Alternating sides. Squat to lunge. Now, if you don't like that movement, if your knee's feeling a little more unstable, you can keep a squat. You don't need to add the lunge in, but nice variety to work through both movements. Stay with it. Almost there. Good job, march it out. End of our second set there. We've got 2 more to go. Starting with a cardio set for skip. Grab a drink if you need one. I'll grab a quick one and we'll get started. All right. Skipping rope. Step is here. Imaginary rope, so you don't have to worry about tripping. Or a boxer skip. Shuffling the weight side to side. Or maybe feet together. Don't forget your rope. Now, if you do have a skipping rope at home, or something you can use as a skipping rope and prefer to skip with, you are welcome to do that. Or take whichever of those options work. There are endless options to add into a skip for variety. Boxers, step, full skip, you choose. Good job. We've got a push-up as our strength. Let me move this in a little. So from the knees, get into a plank, lower your chest. Or you can come up from the toes. And if neither of those are a great option for you, something a little higher can be used also. You keep going to bring the ground up a little higher and decrease the intensity in that push-up. Choose the option that's right for you and continue to work through. Again, I'm always having to remind myself to lengthen through my neck. So maybe you need that reminder as well. Nice work. Cushioning my knees there. You're welcome to grab something to cushion yours as well. So skip is that next set again. Grabbing your rope, skipping a step, or a boxer skip, or feet together. You decide. And if you want some other options, maybe you want to take a heel forward while you skip, or double time for more impact. There's an option. Or take it to one leg for a few, and then switch to the other leg. Lots of options. Any of those that seem like a good idea to you right now, push through. Good work. Choosing where you want to push up from for the second round. Knees, toes, or a piece of furniture. Decide where you want to be and start that push-up. Any option. Either place, whether floor or against a piece of furniture, your hips are strong and in line so that you've got that nice plank position happening. Alternatively, you could even go up against the wall and take a push-up against the wall. Almost there. Good work. All right, last interval here. Mountain climber and crab extensions. So mountain climber, in a high plank, you can take that toe to a tap or take it to a mountain climber. You can also use the same piece of furniture to bring that floor up a little bit more. You decide. A little different than our ski, but a similar action. Mountain climber, taps on the floor or a piece of furniture. Strong core, good job. Turn over, sitting down, fingertips towards your hips, feet strong into the floor. Lift your hips up, and then option 1, see if you can reach for the opposite knee. Or a full extension, keeping your hips lifted up off the ground and controlling that reach. More about control than speed here. And maybe this is lots for you to keep your hips elevated. You can stay here throughout as well. Tuck your chin slightly. Stay with it. Any of those options, good job. Turn back around or come to the furniture for the last time in mountain climbers. Decide where you want to be and then finish strong. So a tap or a little quicker with a mountain climber. 35 seconds. Push hard. Remember your options. Elevated or not, push through. Don't be afraid to change up those options midway through if you need a little more or a little less. Push through, push through. Good job. Bring your hips down. Come back into that crab position. Fingertips pointed towards your hips, feet down solid. Lift your hips and then reach either across or to the toe. Knee or toe, opposite arm and foot. Press down into your full foot each time as you reset. Stay with it. Finish strong. Knee or toe. Good job. Grab a drink. Now, if you wanted to do this set again, you could rewind to the beginning just after our warm-up and do that round 1 or 2 more times. As many as you'd like to lengthen that out. Or if you're with me, we're going to stand up, move into a little bit of balance and core work to finish off for today. Done with our timer for now. So take a little march. And then sink down into your hips and stay steady here in a half squat. Take your knees to about hip distance. And then take your weight into your right leg and take your left leg and take a tap to the side, behind, and step in. And then step, tap, side, behind, and in. And as you do that, maybe that tap actually doesn't touch at all. And you can go to the top, to the side, and behind, all while staying balanced on the other leg. Try a few more. Top, side, behind, step down. Top, side, behind, step down. Now step up nice and tall, and take one leg out to the side. Reach your arms across your body. So you're one big diagonal, getting your balance on one side. How far you lean to the side depends on your balance. If you lose your balance, set up again. Now we're just going to bring our hands to our knees in the front of our body and then extend them out. And maybe you need to tap down each time and your toe comes right down to the ground. Maybe you can stay lifted and it doesn't tap at all. Give it a try. Come right into the middle for a squeeze and then open up diagonal. A couple more, working both core and balance here. Woo. And extend. One more time, come on in. And extend. Open your hands wide and hinge a little further. 4, 3, 2, come on up. Plug into the other leg. Reach your foot out. Lift it up and reach your hands diagonal across your body. Really strong through your core here. And then squeeze your hands towards your knee and extend open. With or without that tap down in between each one. Exhale as you come together, and then inhale as you reach out. Good job, stay with it. Big reach. Soft knees and soft ankles and hips, even as you work through that extension. Nothing's locked. One more time. Big extension. Open your hands out, hinge to the side, and then come all the way back up. Really nice work. Coming down onto your hands and your knees, we're going to finish with one plank. Here from your knees and your elbows, or maybe up from the toes. So start that plank, and you have an option to just stay exactly here, or you can bring one knee down, alternating with the other. If you're on your knees, your option would be to lift one knee and then the other. Staying as still as you can through your core. Very little movement anywhere but your knees. Stay with that. 8, 7, any option, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit back onto your heels, tuck your toes underneath you, lift your chest, and take your hands back behind you. Maybe interlacing your fingers, lifting through the chest and setting your shoulders down your back. If interlacing doesn't work for you, just open your hands out, palms forward, and get that nice big opening through your body, through your biceps and your chest. Good job. Turning to sit down onto your hips, crossing your legs just in a nice, easy crisscross position. Taking both hands to one side and looking behind you. And then around to the other side. Look behind you. Taking your legs out nice and long, straight in front of you. Sitting up nice and tall on your hips, or maybe sitting on something if you need a little more elevation in your hips. Hands come up over your head, take a big breath. Exhale and lean forward with a long upper body. Just let your hands fall to your shins or your ankles, your toes with a long upper body. Bring your toes towards your shin, really lengthening through your whole back body here. Take one more breath. Standing up nice and tall. Bending one knee in front and taking the other leg. Just grab your shin, bring it around behind you. How far behind you totally depends on you and what feels good. Both feet are flexed. You're going to press the back hip towards the front of the room. Lifting through your chest. Deciding where you need to be for depth. So you should feel that you're getting right into those hip flexors and down through your quads. If you need a little bit more, some people find it's comfortable to come down onto their elbows. That makes it quite a bit deeper, so if that's not a good option for you, stay up on your hands. You know it's not a good option if it's hurting. And then come back up. Take the other leg from behind. Now bring that leg out in front. Ankle out from the knee. Opposite foot reaches behind you. Press your hips forward. Start with your hands back. Really working that hip actively. You can control a great deal of the depth in this stretch just from actively thinking about pushing those hips forward. And if you're looking for a little more, you're welcome to come down onto your elbows if that feels like a good option for you. If it feels good, that doesn't hurt. Or stay nice and tall up on your palms. Just making sure your elbows and shoulders are in good alignment, meaning that there's some space between your shoulders and your ears. Sitting up nice and tall, crossing your legs, easy seated position, reach your hands way up, interlace your hands, reach them towards the ceilings or push fingertips towards ceiling, lean to one side, up to the center, to the other side. Hands come down, and you're done. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to seeing you again.